Hey, this is Dr. Tekemia Dorsey, your change agent in life, sitting in my kitchen here in Baltimore, Maryland at about 1:12 p.m. on Monday. I'm here to discuss what I believe to be a highly effective tip that, if put into practice, can bring much success. Professionalism. Professionalism could make or break a business relationship. It could make or break a positive relationship with individuals, whether it's from peer to peer, peer to mentor, mentor to mentor, or just people in general. For example, people that are quote unquote people that I would support would have to be professional. Professional meaning humble, meaning inner peace, meaning before they wreck themselves, they check themselves. Professionalism to me is extremely important. So if I'm the type of person that's not boisterous in what I do, or flamboyant in how I do things, but seem to be more reserved, then these are the people to me that I would surround myself more so around. Another example of professionalism for me is, even if I come into contact with a person that I believe may be the opposite of me in terms of execution, that person respects me enough to follow or adhere to my wishes. That is a great sign of professional courtesy. When professionalism can actually destroy a relationship is when another person keeps their agenda above themselves. So, for example, if you happen to run into a person that you deem that you can do business with on a service to service or good standpoint, where so they might have a service or product that you're interested in buying into, but happen to have a different way of execution, and they don't respect the way that you choose not to be announced or brought into a fold as a person doing business with them, then that's not really professionalism in terms of respect. That could break a relationship as opposed to build one up. When going into a relationship with a person, the one thing that you should check with yourself is, how do you do business? How do you want to do business, and how do you want people to perceive you to be? If you don't stand, or if you don't have the goals or ethics, morals, and values already set in place, as my pastor say, you could lay down with dogs and stand up with fleas. So your leadership tip of the day is professionalism. Be sure to be able to interact with like-minded spirits, like-minded individuals, not just in business, but also in friends and relationships. You want people that's going to have your best interests at heart, that you can actually, or they can actually pull you to the side and say, hey, you might want to be able to reconsider this. People that are not 100% of the world or in the world. At least that's my forte in life. But what is yours? How do you define professionalism? A good example this weekend, from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, even up until yesterday, I went from doing a workshop for my organization to being a keynote speaker at a graduation on Friday, to doing a presentation and being a vendor up in Philadelphia. And then yesterday I concluded the weekend playing softball with my softball family up in Woodlawn. And across the board, I had the opportunity to actually interact with a lot of professional people, men and women, and then also saw the opposite of it. And for me, it's not that I stray away from them, but they're just not my cup of tea. Those that I would like to give a shout out to happen to be Monique Smith, who actually for the first time I was actually able to engage with at a workshop that I did that her family sat on, which allowed me to see a different side of her as an individual, which is really important. They say in life you shouldn't judge a book by its color until you read the content. And that is so true, because when you don't get a chance to really get to know people, you can actually have an opportunity to misjudge them. And even after we had a chance to speak, there's a certain way that I go about doing business with people, and I have to give a shout out to Monique. And regardless of how she was able to respect my wishes and come across in our interactions the way we would, vice versa. So thank you, Monique. This was our first time actually really being able to meet one-on-one. I enjoy your enthusiasm, you know, her personality comes through in all ways, and she is definitely a person that I could say that I could do relationship business with, because she's been able to treat me with nothing but professionalism from beginning to end. A second shout out, and this is just for me personally, so you may have others that you can relate to, and I would definitely encourage you to sit down and evaluate. Daynell Ewens is another person that I have met over time, but in communication over the last couple of months, what I appreciate about her is the professionalism. It's never about self. It's always about others. And in the same way across the board, continuity in her professionalism and her approach has always been the same. And whether it's personal or business, she remains constant in all things that she do. She continues to treat me as an individual and as a professional, and then vice versa. So these are women, for me, in building that rapport, exemplifies what I consider to be professional standards and ethics and morals. And I've never seen a different side of either one of them. So when I think in terms of professionalism, they give me what I give them back. I would never approach a person less than what I think the way they need to be treated. And if I do, then I would have to stray back, and that person isn't for me. So your leadership tip of the day is professionalism. What defines professionalism to you? What defines professionalism for you? And then how do you go about being professional to others? And that's it. That is your leadership tip of the day. I encourage you to listen into my radio show tonight on Artist First World Radio Network. That's www.artistfirst.com/Dorsey.htm. We air 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Visit my blog at www.drtekemadorsey.wordpress.com. Visit me on Facebook. Visit me on LinkedIn. Twitter at Dr. Tekemia. And I just encourage you to take a charge for the day and make your life a little better by uplifting others. So remember, true leadership lies in the power of the Holy Spirit. And this is Dr. Tekemia Dorsey, your change agent in life, bringing you your leadership tip of the day. And don't forget, parents, if you have not already decided to put your youth in a summer program, come and check out my Leadership Institute to Transform Leaders, as we're hosting our summer leadership program for middle school and high school students, teaching them college preparation, applying for scholarship opportunities and scholarships, and how to use social media to build your college resume and increase scholarship opportunities. Until tomorrow, when we bring your leadership tip of the day from another location here in Baltimore, Maryland. Have a fantastic day, and remember, live life till its fullest, because tomorrow is not promised. Have a wonderful day.